And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Rubio against Calderon. Martin attacking.
Great job taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Knicks?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points in the fast break.
Well, the Wolves didn't have a hard time scoring against any team. They took it to another level. It seemed always against the East.
Well, every time they played out of conference, it seemed like an up and down wild affair, and they were pretty good in those kind of games.
Bargnani is screen on Martin. They get it back. Calderon for three.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Offensive rebound. Here's Bargnani. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And Wiggins throws it down.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer. As you said, with the Wolves, third in the league when it came to scoring against the East, but they were also near the bottom in points allowed.
Here's early. 5 on the clock. Calderon. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rubio misses.
The Wolves did fare well against the East, but if they were able to play just a little better at the defensive end of the floor, I think they could have had a pretty strong out-of-conference record.
Now here is Hardaway. From deep. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Timberwolves trail by 7. Jason Smith, he's checked in for early. And so it's Minnesota with it. And Pekovic kicks to Garnett. Fires from 14. Wiggins dishes to Rubio. Buries the long-range jumper. Rubio's got 8. Rubio against Calderon. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
The drive by Rubio. Clock at 6. Right wing. The shot no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Jason Smith is a really good player, but he's had some tough luck with injuries recently between the torn labrum in his shoulder back in 2013 and then knee issue last season. He's only managed to play 82 games over the last 2 years.
Off the mark and a bad shot there.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Hardaway for 3. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Rubio outside. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Here's Garnett. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Aldridge comes in for Bargnani. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. 1:06 left here in the second. Rubio with it. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Garnett.
Look out. Watch out.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
You know, he may lack grace, but his length makes up for it. He can still throw it down now.
Well, you don't have to be a fantastic leaper when you're his size.
Well, it's too bad because with a little more athleticism, can you imagine how dangerous he'd be underneath the boards?
Timberwolves trail by 4. Rubio, the pass to Martin. Feeds to Wiggins. Kicks it to Rubio. Pekovic dishes to Wiggins. The Timberwolves shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Bargnani is checked in for Aldridge. Anthony comes in for Quincy Asa. Hardaway is subbed in for Larkin.
Not really the shot they were looking for, but still they got it to go.
Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. Another miss by Minnesota. Garnett wide open. No good on the buzzer beat. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Knicks lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 14 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Martin out on the wing with Muhammad. Pekovic is out there with Garnett, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from 2 great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris.
You know, the Wolves really came up short from where they wanted to be, and you've got to attribute it to the fact that they weren't as good at home as they needed to be.
Now, defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
To the left wing, Muhammad. The second chance effort. Here's Pekovic. Anthony with the block.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. And for the Wolves, they weren't bad at home by any means. They still ended up with 24 wins.
Yeah, but they were hoping to be up in the 30s like most of the playoff teams were. You know, really it came down to them not playing the high-level defense they needed in order to get wins at home.
Bennett's checked in for the Timberwolves. Wiggins comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. And New York with a change here, too. Casey's checked in. And so it's New York with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Calderon has the open look. From beyond the arc and then some. Calderon's got 7 points in the game.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Bennett kicks to Rubio. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Rubio's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now here's Anthony. Hekovic with the rebound. Martin again, Hardaway. Martin the pass to Bennett. They get it back. The Knicks leading by 12. Calderon dishes to AC. The feed to Carmelo.
Oh, my goodness! High wire flying out there.
That'll drop your jaw.
Curtains, we can shut it down now. Because that one, we won't see anything better than that, fella.
Oh, come on, Clark. Maybe he'll do it again.
No, he won't top that effort. No way.
I wouldn't put it past him, Clark. This guy's a crowd pleaser. Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Now, here's Calderon. He's guarded closely. And again, it's New York.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
Yeah, and some players and teams even shy away from that mid-range jumper, but this team seems to have it dialed in from that range.
And Rubio kicks to Bennett. Shot clock at 6. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-4 run.
Anthony Bennett really struggled in his rookie season, but I still think he has a chance to be a really good player. You don't want to give up on this young man yet. He's strong, he's got length, and he can shoot the ball out to the three-point line. I really think he's got the potential to be a versatile stretch power forward.
Now, here's Rubio. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. The drive by Rubio. Martin wide open. He fires. Another miss by Minnesota. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. drafted after his junior season at Michigan. Had a terrific first season with the Knicks. Skilled scorer, very good shooter from deep, and the ability to put the ball on the floor and get out in transition. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Here's Levine. And Hardaway still showing restraint in the NBA. We've seen flashes of his ball handling and his explosiveness, but most of his shots came from long range.
Yeah, and that's the one area that he'll have to continue to sharpen up, is his ability to shoot off the dribble and take care of the ball and make plays. But his work ethic says that that'll happen in due time.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Zach LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after 1 season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range.
Here's Levine. That is good. Galloway, the pass to Larkin. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Larkin's got 6. And Levine played point guard in high school before his growth spurt. And Clark, you see him as more of a point guard or shooting guard?
I see him as a shooting guard at this point. I mean, just based on what I saw of him in the 1 year at UCLA. Tremendous athleticism. He's a bouncy young fellow. Streaky shooter at this point. But I like his energy level. He's going to be a guy that has a chance, I think, to be a really good two-way player.
Payne kicks to Levine.